Hey, welcome back, fellow creators. In today's video, we'll be breaking down, as usual, all the recent changes TikTok has gone through and where I think the platform is just going to be headed in general in these last few months of 2021. We'll discuss algorithm updates toward the end of this video. We'll talk about new features. All videos, articles, links that I reference will be linked in the description down below for those of you that just want to follow up and do your due diligence and researching. The only action that I would ask that you take is to stay tuned until the end of this video, because I do have an interesting opportunity I want to throw your way that will give you the chance to participate in something that I think will be well worth your while. So let's go ahead and jump right into the first update, and that is community talks. TikTok has been very clear that they're trying to push creators to participate more and create what they've called community talks, which are essentially a group of people on TikTok that all unite under one common umbrella of an idea. They use the same hashtag, they connect with each other, they express their ideas in their videos. Some examples of these that are established on TikTok are EduTalk, which is the educational world on TikTok. We have FinTalk, the financial creators of TikTok. There are many others as well. We talk about some of these in the trend resource that we output in our advanced community, which can be found linked down below if you want access to that. TikTok mentioned in a video recently that the promotion of these community talks is really their attempt to help creators feel less isolated in their creative endeavors. We often have a tendency of just staying in our own lane and not engaging with others, and they really want to foster this sense of community. So I would encourage you, pull up TikTok's discovery page, search Talk, T-O-K, search your niche, and see if you can find some of those categories. If you feel you're not represented there, go ahead and create your own. It's something TikTok is also encouraging creators to do as well, is to find your herd, find your tribe on TikTok, and start using those hashtags in your videos and participate in these communities. The next update I want to discuss is TikTok expanding its sharing features. So this has got me really excited for several reasons, but first of all, I just want to say that we all know sharing is such an integral part of TikTok culture. There's a story I always like to share of this gentleman that I used to know, older gentleman in his 60s, and he approached me one day and he showed me this video of Dogface skating down the highway with drinking the ocean spray cranberry juice. And he was showing me this video that had gotten viral on social media. And I looked at that and I said, oh, that's from TikTok. And he looks at me and he goes, what's TikTok? Even though the logo was there at the upper left and the bottom right-hand corners. That is part of TikTok's intention with introducing these branded stamps on the content. People would see that. We would have these videos that would permeate and reach the far corners of the internet, and that attention would be direct back to TikTok, which was the source of those videos. Now, TikTok is really taking this to the next level by allowing dozens of other apps and platforms to share content directly to TikTok. I don't know about you, but I know for me, it's such a hassle when I wanted to edit some video clip inside an app like InShot, and then when I'm finished, I have to export that, save it to my camera roll, upload that to TikTok, which will often not only compress the video, but often reduce the quality and change the color settings when I see it on my FYP. So TikTok has allowed dozens of these apps to have built-in creative tools that will allow you to upload the video directly from the interfaces of these apps and just create a more frictionless process without you having to cross multiple different applications. The next thing I want to share with you are trend recycling surges. This is something that we've seen perform phenomenally well really in the past week, and I think you're going to see this has a very, very long shelf life on TikTok, especially toward the end of the year on TikTok. It's been a tradition, as we saw last year, where you have a lot of creators, you have brands that start to recycle old trends, not just from the beginning of the year in attempts to highlight the best of what they outputted, but just other things as well on TikTok. We saw The Gap bring back a lot of old trends from 2019 recently, even weird things from the past like wired headphones, vinyls, or 90s straight jeans. These are all different elements of the past that brands are integrating into different trends that they're recycling on TikTok. And when I say recycling, they're recreating it, they're reinterpreting it in some way. So if you find something out there that's an older idea that people haven't done in a while, consider pulling the trigger and going for it. The infamous water bottle flipping challenge was actually an older idea that some high schooler named Michael Senator decided to film for a high school talent show, and lo and behold, that video went viral and became one of the biggest internet challenges to date. So sometimes the best trends are the simplest and easiest ones that everyone simply forgets about. You might actually consider browsing through some old Vine archives, which you can find on the internet, or just search different YouTube trend compilations and maybe repurpose some of those ideas. You might actually, here's an idea as well, find some of TikTok's earliest Musical.ly creators, scroll all the way down to the bottom of their feed, and just see if there are any ideas there that could have viral potential on TikTok that are now 3 years old, and the new generation of TikTokers creators have basically forgotten about. The next thing I want to share with you is the recent dominance of TikTok in the social media market. This is going to answer some of your common questions on Instagram as well. Facebook, I'm sure as a lot of you are aware, recently changed their name, and in doing so, they actually called out TikTok directly. Here's what they said. I quote, "The recent rise of TikTok, which is one of the most effective competitors that we have ever faced." I found that very, very reassuring that TikTok, in this constant battle for our attention and the viewers' eyeballs, is a legitimate, prolific threat in this social media market landscape. We actually have seen, for the second month in a row, TikTok be the most downloaded non-gaming app worldwide. This is one of the things I always like to point to when people ask the question, the common question, am I too late to start on TikTok? Have I already missed this wave of virality? The answer is absolutely not. We have all these major corporations each and every week, left and right, participating in TikTok culture. For example, Microsoft recently launched their hashtag Startup Show Up Challenge. We had Barnes & Noble's have one of their most profitable quarters of this year, attributing that extra revenue and success to TikTok and launching multiple hashtag challenges on the platform in these last few months. I thought this was interesting as well. I wanted to share this with you. TikTok actually recently conducted a study of several thousand creators and found a few interesting statistics that I wanted to share with you. Number one, out of all social media, TikTok was viewed as the most authentic platform. Big surprise there, I know. Number two, TikTok was found to be the best platform for discovering new talent and also the best platform for talent starting from scratch. The third thing, that I also found interesting, 77% of users say they actually read the comments on videos that they watch, which I found a little bit interesting as well. So this goes to show you, make sure you're putting emphasis on whichever that first comment is when you look at the comment section on a video. Depending on where you are in the world, if you have the ability to pin a comment, go ahead and do that. Make sure you're replying to comments as well. People always like to see the creators reply, especially if it's one of the top comments, or just leave a comment on your video from the creator yourself. Say something witty, throw a joke in there, or a continuation of something that was said in the video. If users are spending extra time in the comment section, that's going to directly increase the watch time as well, because as I'm sure a lot of you know, that video does loop in the background. The next thing I want to discuss is TikTok launching new global shopping features. So this is not the same as the Shopify partnership that we've covered previously, which is going to be coming soon, and I'm super excited for that. But one of the things we have seen TikTok beta test recently is the Insta page feature, which is basically a link in your bio that people can click on. It pulls up a page inside the TikTok app where you can display additional videos, additional information, or connect with your followers in some way. This is one of the many things TikTok has done to give creators the ability to monetize, promote, and sell to their audiences without having those audiences leave the app in any way. On top of this, TikTok has also introduced the pop-out showcase feature, which allows those who choose to advertise on TikTok the ability to superimpose images on top of the product that they're demonstrating. They've also introduced interactive videos as well, where there'd be two buttons on screen, for example, and depending on which one you would choose, a different 30 seconds would play out. I've also seen videos as well where you would swipe on screen for some sort of reveal or a surprise in some product situation. Now, these are limited exclusively to advertisers right now, but I think there will eventually be some sort of transition to certain business creators on TikTok as well. And I think this is just an attempt to make ads a bit more engaging and less they're in your face. A lot of people don't know this, but the hashtag TikTok made me buy it was actually initiated by TikTok, sponsored by them, really in an attempt to gauge the impact of how much influence TikTok had on people willing to buy products that they saw on the platform. Long story short, it was a massive success, phenomenally so much that TikTok had not only 6 billion views associated with this trend in just a few months, but we also saw dozens of popular chain stores start to put up as seen on TikTok sections where you could buy the latest trending product that you saw on the platform. TikTok actually did a full breakdown of this in what they call their Quick Talk, which is just a really short breakdown of something that they did on the platform. I'll link that down below if you're interested. But I think all this just goes to show you this dramatic transformation that we're seeing. TikTok is the new TV. As seen on TikTok is not a parody of As Seen on TV. Tell me I'm wrong there. I think this is all exciting. Certainly there are some drawbacks. There's going to be more advertisements, more ad dollars pumped into the platform, but it's the transition that I think we would have expected. and I'm happy it's going down in the way that we're seeing so far. Let's talk about the TikTok algorithm very briefly. The first thing I want to share with you is actually an article TikTok recently put out in which they said apparently on average, videos are spanning over 2 minutes in length, which was a huge surprise to me. I'm sure as you would as well, expect shorter videos to be more of the norm. In fact, to test this out, the reception of longer content on TikTok, they partnered with a professor from the University of Buffalo to find what was the best style of long content. You know what they found out? This was a shock to me. The day in the life style videos, vlog style content. Why? Well, here's actually why they said that content does so well. Because it mimics life, fosters connection, and routines are universal. They actually gave a bunch of examples of these videos, which I'll link down below if you're interested. But I think the takeaway here is play around with some of these longer style videos if you haven't already. Show or share a transformation, tell a story, craft some sort of narrative, or experiment with some of the day in the life vlog style content. I think that would be a decent move given what we've seen from TikTok recently. Now, I do want to mention as far as the announcement goes that I mentioned in the beginning of this video, for those of you that don't know, we're currently in the process of conducting the most comprehensive study on TikTok's algorithm involving the analysis of over 30,000 different videos minimum, and we're still looking for people to participate. So all you have to do is input the data on just a few videos. It's very simple. It's just a few minutes of your time. So if you're interested in participating in that, shoot me a DM on Instagram with the word research. I'll reach out to you and give you all the instructions necessary. And as a special thank you for those of you that do participate, I'm going to be mentioning your name in the final YouTube video set to be released sometime, hopefully late November, but could be as worse as early December or mid-December. And as a final note, I am going to be doing another video over on my finance channel breaking down every single dollar that I made from TikTok this year. So this video is not for everyone, but if you want a little bit of a behind the scenes of how I've generated revenue from TikTok and what that process has looked like for me, you can consider subscribing to that channel. I'll link it down below if you're interested, and I'll see you over there sometime in the next few weeks. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Listen, I'm not about wasting time, so I'm going to end things here, and we'll see you guys next week.